Hello, I'm Chris Temple, and welcome back to Indie Rebel VFX, Hollywood effects without the Hollywood budget. Today, I have a really cool piece of software that I want to show you that's totally free if you own a MacBook of some sort or an iPhone, such as what I'm shooting this with right now. And that piece of software is called Freeform. Freeform is a virtual digital whiteboard. It can be as expansive or as small as you want it to be, and you can add different like cards and stuff like that, and there's like arrows and things you can do. You can send in website, hot links and things to it to link back to other stuff, and we'll show you all that here as we get on. But what I just want to talk about real quick is that this is kind of like a free version of the beatboard feature inside of Final Draft. So for those of you guys that already use Final Draft, maybe this doesn't apply to you, but if you're using Celtics or Fade-In or Kit Scenarist or any of the lower cost options, I'm personally on Fade-In right now, this is a great way to have those features without having to pay the $250 price tag that Final Draft requires. Now, Kit Scenarist does have its own kind of beatboard built into it, its own little index card function. I just find it's not as flexible, as you will soon see here, as what Freeform can offer. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. Alright, so I have it here on my MacBook Air, and I'm just going to open it up right now. We'll go ahead and launch it, and you can see all the different boards that I've got. Now, let's just go and start a new one here. Freeform is basically a mind map tool. It allows you to plan things out. It's not designed for making movies, but it can definitely be used as such. So let me show you kind of how this works. I can create a new sticky note, or a new card, essentially, if you're used to working with index cards. And on this card, we can start typing, the first beat of the movie. Okay, so that's the first thing that's going to happen. And I can move this anywhere I want, which is really cool. And look how smooth and fluid this is, which is really cool. So let's say I want this to be, the first main beat that happens. Now I'm going to add another one. And this one, you guessed it, is going to be the second beat of the movie. And if you notice, it shifted lines. Now I can change that by expanding or shrinking, whatever I want to do here with it. And, basically at the end of the day, I'm just going to copy and paste these a bunch of times. You end up with a whole bunch of index cards talking about your film, or kind of laying out the main beats. And then all you have to do is jump into your screenwriting software, and you can follow along with this. Now, here's what's really cool, is that, Final Draft has a feature very similar to this built in. It's called a beat board. And when I discovered Freeform, I'm like, hey, this is a lot like the Final Draft beat board. But now I can continue to write in Fade-In, which is what I like to use because it's a lot more affordable. It's like $75 as opposed to $250. I bought it years ago, like when it was only $50, and I'm still getting free upgrades on it, which is really cool. So now I've got this. I can also access this on my phone, and it's just a really, really good way to plan out your movie. So what else can you do with this? Well, if I needed to, I could add titles. So, for instance, I could label this as Act 1. I'm going to make it bold. Let's see. Make them all bold there. Like that. You can change the text color if you wanted. I can scale this up. So let's make it 48. Like that. Good. And now as I zoom out, I can look from a distance and see, oh yeah, there's Act 1 of my movie. Like this is where it gets super, super crazy. So let's copy all these. We'll paste them. Move them over to here. So this would be like for Act 2. And then maybe Act 2's, a lot longer, so we're going to have a lot more cards down here. And each of these cards you obviously can customize and fill in with whatever beats you need. You can color code them. So I can take all these cards, click up here. I can make this act green or red or, whatever is going to help me figure out what's going on with my story. And, of course, this is Act 2, so let's go and change that and add a 2 to it. And then, of course, you'd have Act 3 as well. Now, this on its own is pretty powerful. Now, another really cool feature that you can do is you can actually link things. So let's say you had like some branched timelines or something going on that you needed to plan out for your film. Well, I can come down to the bottom right, turn on connectors, and now when I click on a card, I have these little like node-based connectors. And so I can connect that beat to there. I could also take this one and put this one down to here, like those two are connected somehow or something like that. I don't know. I've never written a movie where I need to do this kind of a thing, but it's really cool to see that the option is available for you. Now, a really cool thing that I also like as far as planning a film is I can go onto the internet, find a website. So let's say I want to make a movie about Behemoth, and this is some research material I needed. I'm just going to copy it. I come back into here, and I paste it. And now what it's done is it's created a little link. And so even if I close out that web page, or if that web page were closed out, I can come up onto my link, double click it, and it takes me right back to the website with all the research information that I need to know about for whatever the project is that I'm working on. And you can stack a couple of them. I can have a bunch of different ones up here. So I'm going to paste a duplicate copy. That's there too. And we'll do one more. And they could be different websites, of course, obviously. And but it's just really neat having all those there lumped together. And again, look how smooth and fluid this is. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me. So, yeah, this is kind of my new favorite way to plan out movies. And as I'm in the middle of visual effects and score on Leap: A Tale of the Last Days, I'm currently starting to plan out my next film. And it's really nice that I can use this software to do that. So yeah, that is my look at Freeform. I really hope that this can help some of you guys out. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any questions about the software. Like I said, it is currently available on Mac and iPhone. I'm currently running the latest version of Mac OS. What am I on? I don't even know anymore. I'm on Sonoma, so it's there. It was also included for free in the last version, I believe, too. I couldn't tell you what that version was. I've lost track. They release too many of these too frequently. But this is just an M2 MacBook Air that I got at Costco for $100. And I saw Freeform on there. I said, oh, what is this? And I checked it out, and I really liked it. And the cool thing is that it synchronizes with the Freeform app on my iPhone. So when I'm writing a script, I can actually pull it up on my phone. I'll pull up Freeform on the phone after I've done all the work here on the laptop. Now I'm writing the script on the laptop, and I can just look at my phone and see what the next beat is that I'm trying to, get to or connect to and that kind of a thing. So, like I said, let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. I'm Chris Temple. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.